This is the 2007 Romeo 95 Continental calling for radio check.
05 room. 07 Romeo, radio check line and clear. You have out of Bay Ridge. Your next call will be 59th Street.
Copy 59.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Your next call will be Avenue X.
Avenue X, info.
This is a Manhattan-bound R train. The next stop is 77th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Highway 2005 Nancy.
Kings Highway, that is a copy. Your next call could be New Utrecht.
This is a Manhattan-bound R train. The next stop is Bay Ridge Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Stop is 59th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
the 2008 Fox over at
9th Street.
Avenue X has a copy. You're next to Kings Highway, push for local line.
10-4 Kings Highway.
This is a Manhattan-bound R
107
train.
Romeo to
The
connect.
next stop is
59th Street
53rd
has a copy. Your next going to be 36th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is 53rd Street.
Alright, on 2015, requesting to the bar. Oh yeah.
2015 Fox, you have line out of
This is a
Coney. Your next going to be Avenue
Manhattan-bound
X.
R train. The next stop is
Right.
45th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
62nd and New Year trip, 2005 there,
62nd has a copy. Your next going to be 8th Avenue.
8th Avenue.
Romeo, ready for departure out of 95th.
You have line out of 95th. Your next going to be Bay Ridge Avenue.
45th Street. This is a Manhattan-bound R train. The next stop is 36th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Target the 2008 Fox coming back at Kings Highway.
Kings Highway 08 has a copy. Your next going to be 18th Avenue.
18th Avenue to 10-4.
This is a Manhattan-bound R train.
2007 Romeo,
The
36th
next
Street.
stop is
8th Avenue, 2005 Nancy.
36th Street does a copy, your next call would be Atlantic. 8th Avenue does a copy, your next call would be 59th Street Puncher Express.
5-9.
Nancy radio check.
2020 radio check loud and clear.
This is 25th Street.
Nancy, Atlanta calling on track 1. Your next call would be Kings Highway.
This is a Manhattan-bound R train. The next stop
16
is
Romeo Bay Ridge Avenue.
Prospect Avenue.
Bay Ridge does a copy, Puncher Local, your next stop is 59th Street, your next stop.
Closing doors, please.
Copy 59.
Seneca Avenue, that is a copy. Your next call could be Myrtle Avenue, Broadway. 13 Seneca Avenue, that's a copy. Your next call will be Myrtle Avenue, Broadway.
2015 Fox, when we call back at
Avenue X15, that is a copy. Your next callback will be Kings Highway.
Kings Highway 15.
is 4,000.
59th Street, 2005 Nancy.
Stand clear of
59th Street has a copy of my whole G for connection with the 16.
16
59th Street.
Connection established 16 Romeo and 05 Nancy has a copy. Both trains can close down. Both trains coming back at 36th Street.
Copy 36.
Union Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
There's a copy, and that's going to be Church.
Church Avenue 10-4.
This is Union
15
Street.
Fox Lane, going back at Kings Highway.
Kings Highway, there's a copy. Your next call will be 18th Avenue.
Fox 18th Avenue.
What?
2005, 36th Street.
R train.
36th Street, there's a copy. Your next call will be Atlantic.
Atlantic Avenue, Pacific
Atlantic.
Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
This is Atlantic Avenue, Pacific Street. Transfers available to the 2, 3, 4, 5, B, D, N, and Q trains.
16 Romeo
Connection is
36.
available to the Long Island
That's
Railroad.
Nancy, Kings Highway.
36th Street, there's a copy. Your next call will be Atlantic Avenue, Pacific Street. Kings Highway 20 Nancy, there's a copy. Your next call will be New Utrecht Avenue.
10-4 New York.
This is a Manhattan-bound R
2007
train.
Romeo,
The
90.
next stop is
What's that?
DeKalb Avenue.
Pacific Street, there's a copy. Punch for the tunnel. Your next call could be
Closing
Court Street.
doors, please.
Court Street.
Fox, Church Avenue.
Oh wait, Church, there's a copy. Your next call could be 7th Avenue.
7th Avenue 10-4.
Rhode Avenue Broadway, that's a copy, and that's correct, is Marcy Avenue 13 Nancy. Or 13.
Atlantic Avenue,
Mary.
2005.
Clear of the closing doors.
05 Nancy Atlantic, that's a copy. Punch for the bridge, and that's correct, BT Government X122.
122.
The next stop is Court Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Romeo, Court Street.
This is a Whitehall.
Court Street, that's a copy. Go to Madden Tower for instructions. Thank you, so that's your trip.
And last stop is Whitehall Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Also in Romeo Court, that is a copy, push for Whitehall Live, next call back Whitehall.
Copy Whitehall.
2005 Nancy X122.
05 Nancy X122, that is a copy, you have Bridge via Broadway Live, next call back Canal Street.
Copy Canal.
Marcy Avenue as a copy, push for JC Live, next call back Essex Street.
This is a
2007 Romeo,
Queens-bound
Whitehall
R
Street.
train. The next stop is
What's up, Romeo Whitehall? That is a copy, next call back will be
Clear
Canal
of the
Street.
closing doors, please.
stop is Cortlandt Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Is a Queens-bound R train. The next stop is City Hall.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Canal Street, 2005.
05 Nancy Canal, that is a cog, push for express line. Your next callback, 14th Street, Union Square.
14th Union.
Queens-bound R train. The next stop is Canal Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Romeo Court Street.
16 Romeo Court, that was a cog, push for Whitehall. Line up next callback to Whitehall.
Copy.
Mary, Essex Street, that is a copy. Push for 6th Avenue line. Next callback is West 4th.
What else on Romeo Canal Street?
The next stop is Prince
Also in Romeo
Street.
Canal, that is a copy. Next callback, 14th Street, Union Square.
Doors, please.
14th Street, 2005 Nancy.
2005 Nancy, 14th Street, Union Square, that is a copy. For gapping purposes, we're going to have you hold till the 2007 Romeo reaches 14th for connection.
That's copy.
stop is 8th Street, NYU.
Stand
16
clear of the
Romeo
closing
Whitehall.
doors, please.
16 Romeo Whitehall, that is a copy. Next callback, Canal Street.
Copy.
Queens-bound R train. The next stop is 14th Street, Union Square.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Second Avenue.
6,
Second Avenue.
L, N, and Q trains. This is a Queens-bound
2007
R
Romeo,
train.
14th Street.
The next stop is 23rd Street.
27 Romeo 14th, there's a copy next to south of 2005 Nancy. Both trains been closed down. Both trains next callback 34th Street, Herald Square.
Copy 34.
Copy 34.
Mary, you've not said anything.
I just departed NYC.
2026 Mary, you have to call in before you depart. That's going to be a strike. Next callback Essex Street.
Queens-bound R train.
Apologies.
The next stop is 28th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Mary West 4th, it's a copy push for local live. Next callback 34th Street, Herald Square. Street, 2005 Nancy. 25 Nancy, 34th Street, Herald Square. It's a copy and hold for another connection to 2007.
Is it Queensbound
Copy.
R train? The next stop is 34th Street, Herald Square.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Romeo, Canal Street.
2016 Romeo, Canal Street. That is a copy. Next callback, 14th Street, Union Square.
34th Street, Herald Square. Transfer is available to the C, D, F, M, N, and Q train. Connection is available to half. This is a Queensbound R train.
2007
The next
Romeo,
stop
34th
is
Street, Herald Square.
Times Square, 42nd Street.
Stand
34th Street,
clear
Herald
of the
Square for
closing
2007 Romeo.
doors,
That is a
please.
copy. Connects out to the 2005 Nancy. 2007 Romeo, you have the longer route pattern remaining. You get priority. Next callback will be 49th Street.
Copy 49th Street.
25 Nancy, please continue to hold. You receive line up when the train front gets to 49th.
That's a copy.
That's why Nancy's still the bars on R160.
No, next 122 for the 2020 Nancy. That is a copy. Next callback will be Canal Street.
This is Times Square, 42nd Street. Transfer is available to the 1, 2, 3,
28 Second Avenue.
A, C, E.
28 Fox and 2nd Avenue. That is a copy. Next callback will be West
Transfer
4th.
is available to the shuttle
West 4th
to
Central.
Grand Central. Connection is available to the Port Authority bus terminal. This is a Queensbound R train. The next stop is 49th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Big 13 Mary, 34th Street, Herald Square. That is a copy. Next callback is Rockefeller Center.
Mike at Essex Street.
The next stop is
26 Mary, Essex. That is a copy. Please hold. There's a Fox in
Stand
front of the
clear of the
crossing to
closing
Broad
doors,
Lafayette.
please.
This is the 2007
Copy, hold.
Romeo, 49th Street.
07 Romeo, 49th. That is a copy. Push for 60th Street Line. Your next callback is Lexington, 59th.
Copy Lex 59.
05 Nancy, thank you for your patience. Next callback will be 49th Street. Push the local line up.
Copy 49.
bound on
16 Romeo, 14th Street.
Union Square, 16 Romeo. That is a copy. Next callback, 34th Street, Herald Square.
is a Queens-bound R train. The next stop is 5th Avenue, 59th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Fox, Westport.
Running UI Fox at West 4th, that is a cop. Push for local line, next call back 34th Street, Herald Square.
734.
2026 Mary, you may close down out of Essex for 6th Avenue line. Next call back is West 4th.
Copy. West
2013 Mary, are you calling it at Rockefeller Center? You said Herald Square.
Oh, this is the 15 Fox. Making a call back at York Street requesting departure.
15 Fox York, that's a copy. Next call back is 2nd Avenue.
Beacon Avenue.
2013 Mary Rockefeller, push for 63rd Street line up. Next call back Lexington 63rd.
Nancy Canal Street.
Canal Street for the 2020 Nancy, that is a copy. Next call back is 14th Street, Union Square.
49th Street, 2005 Nancy.
Alright, 49th for 2005 Nancy, that's a copy. Next call back is Lexington 59th.
The next
Let's
stop
find that.
Lexington Avenue, 59th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Romeo, 34th Street.
34th Street Herald Square for the 2016 Romeo, that is a copy. Next call back will be 49th Street. Copy. Fox, your mic's still unmuted.
F train by walking to the Lexington Avenue 63rd Street station and using your Metro card.
This is a Queens-bound
This
R
is the
train.
2007
The
Romeo,
next stop is Queens Plaza.
So Romeo, Lexington 59th, that is a copy. Push to Queens Plaza line to switch over to Queens Tower. Further instructions. Thank you. Have a safe rest of your trip.
Copy. 2007 Romeo, Lex 59.
Also, Romeo, Flats 59, that is a copy. You've got Queens Boulevard letter, that's Skylex Queens Plaza.
Copy, Queens Plaza.
copy. Proceed to 21st Street, Cambridge.
Nancy, still 59th Street.
59th Street, it's a copy. You've got a stereo on it next to like Queensboro Plaza.
Queens Plaza. Queensboro Plaza.
America Queens presents a copy. Your next callback is your next stop, 36th Street.
This is a Forest Hills
2007 Romeo,
Avenue
Queens Plaza.
bound R train.
Queens Plaza. Get to it. 4 meters, there's a train. There's an engine crossing ahead of you.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Queensboro Plaza, 2005 Nancy.
05 Nancy, that's a copy. And so that's Broadway.
Broadway.
Romeo, Lex 59.
16 Romeo, Lex 59, that's a copy. I'm gonna have to... Now you hold up. Proceed to Queens Plaza. 13 Mac for 36, that's a copy. Next call back to Golden Boulevard. 2007 currently sitting at Queens Plaza. Next call back 36.
Copy 36.
Actually, so to make it Stanway.
Closing doors, please.
Copy Simon.
sitting here at Lex 53rd.
Wait, Fox, Lex 53rd, that was a copy. Let's go back to Queens Plaza.
36th
Queens Plaza.
Street. Transfer is available to the D and N trains. This is a Forest Hills 71st Avenue bound R train. The next stop is Steinway Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
is a Forest Hills 71st Avenue bound R train.
Broadway 2005 Nancy.
46th
Oh,
Street.
5 Nancy from Broadway is a copy, and next callback to last stop, story Whitmore Boulevard.
This is the
Boulevard.
2007 Romeo, Steinway Street.
Steinway, that is a copy. How about your next stop, 46?
Copy 46.
16 Romeo, Queens Plaza.
Issue Romeo Queens Plaza, it's a copy, please hold.
Copy.
Fox, course is right there.
Let's read a call back to Queens Plaza.
Oh, 10 for muffle.
This is 46th Street.
20 Nancy, Lex Alright.
20 Nancy for Lex Out 9, that's a copy. You got a story on it, let's go back to Queensboro Plaza.
This is a Forest Hills 71st
313 for Northern Boulevard is a copy, next go back to Jackson Heights on the Avenue.
2007 Romeo.
Northern Boulevard.
Stand clear of
46,
the
that's a copy,
closing
next
doors,
go back to
please.
65th.
Copy 65th.
Fox,
Having Fox connection established between the 28 Fox and the 2016 Romeo. The 08 Fox should close down next go back to Jackson Heights on 4th Avenue. The 2016, I might have you hold a little bit longer.
10 for Jackson.
Copy.
It's going to be a brief voyage.
Northern Boulevard. Forest Hills 71st Avenue bound R train. The next stop is 65th Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
16 Romeo, you can proceed out next, go back Steinway Street.
Copy.
Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue, there's a copy, next go back to Woodhaven.
This is a Forest Hills 71st Avenue bound
2007
R
Romeo,
train.
65th
The next
Street.
stop is Jackson Heights, Roosevelt
This is 1st Street,
Avenue.
that's a copy, you're
Stand
clear
clear
into
of the
Jackson Heights,
closing
Roosevelt
doors,
Avenue.
please.
Copy Jackson Heights.
20 NYC, Queensboro.
Nancy for Queensboro Plaza, that's a copy, next go back to Broadway.
Romeo 5 Nancy, Astoria, Demons Boulevard.
Story that was Broadway, there's a copy, you can turn me a train up, right?
You too.
Forest
2007
Hills,
Romeo, Jackson Heights.
71st Avenue bound R train.
Jackson Heights, Roosevelt
The next
Avenue, it's a
stop
copy, I'm holding you briefly for
is
spacing.
Elmhurst Avenue.
Copy holding.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
$16 Romeo Steinway.
16 Romeo for Steinway Street, that has a copy. Your next call back is going to be 65th Street.
Copy 65th.
2026 Mike at Roosevelt Island.
26 for Roosevelt Island, it's a copy, next to West 21st Street, Queensbridge.
Copy 21st.
Fox Jackson Heights.
08 Fox for Jackson Heights, that is a copy. National established between 08 Fox at 07 Romeo. Both trains closed down when ready. The 2008, your next callback is going to be Gore 71st. As for the 07, let's go back to Woodhaven.
Copy Woodhaven.
Please.
10 for 71st.
24th Street Cruise Bridge with 2026 Mac, that is a copy. Your next call back to your next stop, 36th Street. 2013 for Woodhaven Boulevard. Your next call back to your last stop, 406 First Avenue.
15 Fox, make a call. F18. 53rd Street, requesting departure.
15 Fox, you can proceed into Queens. Next call back is going to be Queens Plaza.
Queens Plaza, 15.
NYC Broadway.
20 minutes for Broadway, there's a copy, and let's go back to your last stop, Astoria at Mars Boulevard.
That's my last stop.
This is Hills 71st Avenue bound R train. The next stop is Grand Avenue, Newtown.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Romeo 65th, that's a copy. Next call back to next stop, Jackson Heights, on 12th Avenue.
Copy.
This is a Forest Hills 71st Avenue bound R train. The next stop is Woodhaven Boulevard.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
36th Street for the 2026, that is a copy. Next call back to Jackson Heights, 12th Avenue.
Jackson Heights.
That's a copy of Northern New Brief for spacing purposes.
This is Woodhaven Boulevard. This is a Forest Hills 71st Avenue bound R train. The next
7 Woodhaven Boulevard, that is a copy. Next call back 67th Avenue.
Copy 67.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Echoes at Lex 53.
100 for Lex 53rd, that is a copy. Next call back Park Square.
Copy.
Fox 471st.
71st Avenue, that is a copy. I might hold you briefly for a connection.
10 for 1.
407 First Avenue. Technically connection established between the 08 and 13. The 08, you can close down when ready. Next call back to CBQ Gardens Union Turnpike. 2013, when you're ready, close down. Proceed to relay.
20 Nancy's still with Ditmars right on my last stop story, Ditmars Boulevard.
This is
20 Nancy 4, sorry, Ditmars Boulevard. It's a copy. Determinate train. Have a good night.
Thank you. Good night.
The next stop is 67th Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
2015 Fox making a callback.
Who's spot for the 15 Fox? That's a copy. Next call back to Jackson Heights. What's happening? 2016, you can proceed out of Jackson Heights. Next call back to Woodhaven.
Copy.
Uh, 2007, callback is updated to 4 cells.
Copy coordinates.
This is 67th Avenue.
Fort Square. Fort Square, that's a copy. Proceed your next stop,
The
Queens Plaza.
Forest Hills 71st Avenue bound R train. The next and last stop is Forest Hills 71st Avenue.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Searching for you, that's a copy. Again, during train, have a good night.
This is Forest Hills 71st Avenue. Transfer is available to the E and F trains.
28 Fox, Union Turnpike.
Wait, Fox for Union Turnpike. That is a copy. Next come that's Briarwood.
Biowood Temple.
Calling back at Queens Plaza.
Queens Plaza for the 2100 Echo. That is a copy.
This is the last stop on this train. Everyone, please leave the train.
I might have your
Thank you
quote for a
riding
minute, then I'll
with
send you out
MTA
in
New
a
York
second.
City Transit.
Copy that.
2007 Romeo, Forest Hills, 71st Avenue.
Most of the movie for 407 First Avenue. It's a copy. Determinate. Determinate train. Where to have the relay?
Copy relay.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
It's 2100 Echo. I'm gonna have him proceed out. Let me know when you're bypassing 65th Street.
Copy that.
Copy. 16 Romeo, Woodhaven Boulevard.
Just so you know, for Woodhaven, that's a copy, and that's the last stop, 407 First Avenue.
Copy.
126 for Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Avenue. Correct? If that is the case, I may need you to hold briefly for a connection.
Copy, holding.
Let's hope.
That's a copy. Have a good night. Jeremy Trainer, good night.